The PTS for PC goes live today, and it's time to take a look at the proposed changes for gear sets in Update 1.6. What's going on, agents? It's LtBuzzLitebeer, and in today's Division video, I wanted to take a quick look at the proposed gear set changes for Update 1.6. Now, unlike when we moved from 1.4 to 1.5, and every gear set went through changes, some small, some radical, Update 1.6 is making changes to 4 gear sets and introducing a totally new set to the meta. The D3 FNC or Frontline kit was introduced in Update 1.5 and was clearly geared at bringing the ballistic shield back into some form of relevancy. In addition, it was unique in that it allowed players to equip an SMG in tandem with a ballistic shield. Update 1.6 will leave the 2- and 3-piece bonuses as is, but has rewritten the 4-piece bonus so that when used, your ballistic shield has no skill or mod active and will no longer remove critical hit chance from your SMG. Now, I see this as a good change, as most agents have already figured out how to detour around the 4-piece no crit hit chance by equipping weapon mods, weapon talents, and of course Pulse. Eliminating the ability to equip shield mods like Reactive Targeting, Assault Shield, and Kinetic Breaker will bring this gear set back into line with other sets, instead of allowing players to stack ridiculously strong talents on top of one another, and will now only allow for the use of the standard shield. Reclaimer was introduced in Update 1.3 as the ultimate support set, in that it was geared towards squad-based consumable use and was extremely useful when tackling heroic difficulty incursions. With Update 1.6, Reclaimer moved from an emphasis on consumables to all-out squad handyman, as both the 2- and 4-piece set bonuses have been modified. Of all the gear sets receiving changes in 1.6, the Reclaimer set looks to be the set receiving the biggest buff, and I will have to wait and test my theories in the PTS. Having every single support station mod, life support, immunizer, and ammo cache, along with range and duration, have turned Reclaimer into the ultimate jack-of-all-trades healer gear set for Update 1.6. Tactician's Authority certainly fell out of favor in 1.5 due to the strange mechanics of how the skill power stacks were accumulated and then lost. The player base was used to stacks being based on damage dealt, and with 1.5, the stacks were switched over to bullets landed on enemies, causing players to complain about never reaching maximum skill power. With Update 1.6, the 2- and 3-piece bonuses remain unchanged, but the 4-piece bonus has been reworked so that it now consumes the maximum skill power buff, better known as your stacks, on skill use instead of after 10 seconds. This is a small step forward for Tactician's Authority, as it no longer forces players to activate skills within the 10-second window, but instead allows them to select the perfect moment to fire off their max skill before resetting cooldowns. This is still a far cry from where TA was in Update 1.3, but at least it's trying to make a comeback. Alpha Bridge was the undisputed king of gear sets in 1.5, as when the player base learned to pair the uncomplicated FAMAS along with the damage talent heavy M4, the DZ became truly one-dimensional. Prior to the FAMAS and Update 1.5, Alpha Bridge was strong but never consistently called OP by the DZ player base, with the 2-, 3-, and 4-piece set bonuses working well together. The ETF and Massive knew that this kit was game-breaking, and in Update 1.6, the 4-piece set bonus has been modified, and that it now only provides the 3rd or free talent on the unused weapon instead of all 3. In addition, exotic weapon unique talents cannot be applied to your primary weapon, so that you will no longer be able to pair the FAMAS with your AR build and get the immediate 15% weapon damage buff. Alpha Bridge needed to change any change to bring it back in line with other gear sets because it was clearly not working within the confines of what Massive had intended. Hopefully this will promote players using other gear sets again in the DC instead of what we currently see, which is the M4 FAMAS build. And finally, Update 1.6 will introduce one new gear set entitled Seekr, but the set bonuses are still a work in progress. The current PTS talents for this kit are as follows, and as you can see, the Seekr gear set focuses on building body shot stacks, and then applying them into a guaranteed critical hit. This could be the new DZ build, and that it combines a flat 10% damage bonus for hitting an enemy body, and then additional critical hit damage along with what is essentially a 33% chance of landing a critical hit. For those of you agents that have spec'd your gear set bonuses and weapon mods into critical hit chance and damage, this could be a seriously devastating gear set to have in Update 1.6. We shall see where it ends up after the PTS. As always, I would love to hear your thoughts on the proposed gear set changes for Update 1.6. Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comment section below. In addition, if you could take the time to rate the video with either a thumbs up or down, it would be greatly appreciated. If you want some more LtBuzzLitebeer and my Division content in your life, feel free to sub my channel and follow me on Twitter at LtBuzzLitebeer. If you have questions about any weapon in the Division, look no further than my comprehensive weapon review playlist to answer any and all of your questions. And remember, from my channel, likes, comments, subs are loved. Until my next Division video, this has been LtBuzzLitebeer saying peace out.